Ettore Majorana was an Italian theoretical physicist who mysteriously vanished in 1938, leading to numerous theories about his fate. Majorana made significant contributions to neutrino mass theory, and was considered by Enrico Fermi to be on par with scientific geniuses like Galileo and Newton. His disappearance occurred after he withdrew all his money from his bank account and boarded a ship from Palermo to Naples, leaving behind a cryptic note to his family. Some believe Majorana deliberately vanished to escape the pressures of his academic life or to avoid involvement in the development of atomic weapons. Others speculate he may have been kidnapped by a foreign power interested in his scientific knowledge, possibly the Soviet Union or Nazi Germany. A theory suggests Majorana faked his death and secretly entered a monastery, living out his days as a recluse. In 2015, the Rome Attorney's Office stated that Majorana was alive in Venezuela after 1955, citing photographic evidence and witness testimonies. The claim of Majorana's survival is supported by alleged sightings and correspondence received by his friends and family years after his disappearance. Some researchers argue that Majorana's work on neutrino theory was so advanced that he may have made groundbreaking discoveries he chose to keep secret. Disease worship refers to the belief that certain illnesses or medical conditions have spiritual or divine significance, leading to their veneration or celebration. This concept can be found in various cultures throughout history, where diseases were sometimes seen as manifestations of supernatural forces or divine intervention. In some ancient societies, diseases were personified as deities or spirits, with temples and rituals dedicated to appeasing or honoring them. The practice of disease worship often involves the idea that suffering through an illness can lead to spiritual purification or enlightenment. Some modern spiritual movements incorporate elements of disease worship, viewing certain conditions as opportunities for personal growth or spiritual awakening. Proponents argue that embracing illness as a transformative experience can lead to a deeper understanding of life and death. In some cases, disease worship has been linked to the rejection of conventional medical treatments in favor of spiritual or alternative healing practices. Historical examples include the worship of smallpox deities in various cultures, such as the Hindu goddess Sitala or the Yoruba god Sapona. Some anthropologists suggest that disease worship may have evolved as a coping mechanism in societies with limited medical knowledge or resources. The concept challenges modern medical perspectives by proposing that illness can have value beyond its physical impact, potentially influencing how individuals approach health and healing. The notion that Walt Disney is cryogenically frozen stems from persistent rumors that began shortly after his death in 1966. Proponents of this theory believe that Disney arranged to have his body frozen in hopes of being revived in the future when medical technology could cure his lung cancer. The idea gained traction due to Disney's known fascination with futurism and technological progress, as evidenced by his vision for Epcot. Some claim that Disney's family kept his cryopreservation a secret to protect his public image and the company's reputation. Supporters point to the fact that Disney's exact burial location remains undisclosed, fueling speculation about the true fate of his remains. The rumor was further bolstered by the proximity of Disney's death to the first human cryopreservation, which occurred just a month later in January 1967. Some theorists suggest that Disney's vast wealth and influence could have given him access to experimental preservation techniques not available to the public. Alleged insiders have claimed over the years to have knowledge of Disney's frozen body being stored beneath the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disneyland. The persistence of this urban legend has led some to believe that the Disney company secretly continues to fund research into cryonics and life extension technologies. To add to the speculation, some suggest that Disney's 2013 film Frozen was actually an attempt to cover up the long-standing rumor. They posit that by flooding search engines with results about the movie, Disney aimed to bury information about the cryogenic preservation theory. Disneyland's secret tunnels, known as the utilidors, form an extensive underground network beneath the park. These tunnels were designed to allow cast members and maintenance staff to move around unseen, preserving the illusion of the themed areas above. The utilidor system was first implemented in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, but similar tunnels exist in a more limited capacity at Disneyland. At Disneyland, these tunnels primarily exist beneath Main Street, USA, and parts of Tomorrowland, covering about 3 acres. The tunnels house various facilities, including break rooms, offices, storage areas, and even a cafeteria for employees. Some sections of the tunnels are used for waste management, with an automated vacuum collection system for trash disposal. The existence of these tunnels contributes to the park's ability to maintain its pristine appearance, as garbage and supplies are transported out of sight. Rumors suggest that the tunnels may also contain secret meeting rooms and emergency bunkers, though these claims remain unverified. Access to the utilidors is strictly limited to authorized personnel, adding to the mystique and speculation surrounding their true extent and purpose. Divination refers to the practice of seeking knowledge of the future or the unknown through supernatural means. This ancient practice has been a part of human culture for millennia, with various methods used across different societies and belief systems. Common forms of divination include tarot card reading, astrology, palm reading, and scrying using mirrors or crystal balls. Practitioners of divination believe that certain objects or rituals can serve as conduits for spiritual or cosmic energies, revealing hidden truths or future events. Some cultures view divination as a way to communicate with deities, ancestors, or other spiritual entities. Proponents argue that divination taps into the subconscious mind, allowing individuals to access intuitive knowledge they may not be consciously aware of. Historical records show that divination has been used by leaders and decision-makers in many societies to guide important choices. Certain divination practices, such as the I Ching, have been studied for their philosophical and psychological insights, regardless of their predictive abilities. Some modern practitioners combine traditional divination methods with psychological techniques, viewing them as tools for self-reflection and personal growth. The Divinity's playing card game theory posits that the events and occurrences in our world are the result of a cosmic card game played by divine entities. This concept suggests that each decision or event is determined by the cards played by these divine beings, with each card representing potential outcomes. Proponents of this theory point to synchronicities and seemingly improbable historical events as evidence of divine intervention through the card game. The theory attempts to reconcile the concepts of predestination and free will, proposing that humans also have their own set of cards to play within the larger game. Supporters argue that this perspective explains the coexistence of randomness and order observed in life and the cosmos. Some adherents draw parallels between this theory and principles of quantum mechanics, where particles exist in states of probability until observed. The idea of existence as a game of chance has roots in various philosophical and theological traditions across different cultures. This theory offers a unique framework for understanding the interconnectedness of events and the potential significance of seemingly random occurrences. Advocates suggest that viewing life through this lens can provide comfort and meaning in the face of uncertainty and apparent chaos. Critics argue that while intriguing, the theory lacks empirical evidence and may oversimplify the complexities of existence and causality. DMT beings refer to entities reportedly encountered by individuals during intense psychedelic experiences induced by N,N-dimethyltryptamine, or DMT. Users consistently describe meeting intelligent, often non-human entities in seemingly alternate dimensions or realities. These beings are frequently reported to communicate with the experiencer, often conveying complex information or profound insights. Common descriptions of DMT beings include machine elves, jesters, geometric entities, and beings made of pure light or energy. Many users report that these encounters feel more real than ordinary reality, leading some to believe they are accessing genuine alternate dimensions. Neuroscientist Rick Strassman's research on DMT experiences found remarkable consistency in reports of entity encounters across diverse participants. Some theories propose that DMT beings are manifestations of the subconscious mind, while others suggest they are autonomous entities existing in parallel realities. The consistency of reports across cultures and individuals who have no prior knowledge of DMT lore adds weight to claims of the phenomenon's validity. Certain indigenous cultures have long used DMT-containing plants in shamanic practices, believing they facilitate communication with spirit realms. The profound nature of these experiences has led some researchers to investigate potential therapeutic applications of DMT in treating conditions like depression and addiction.